Okay, the door shuts in my room just appropriately. It's time to try another question. Here we're looking at relativity. We're given two spaceships traveling in different directions, and we're asked what their relative speeds are. Have a go, and when you're ready to see the explanation, hit play. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I think there are two ways of looking at this question. I'm going to go for the absolutely basic approach here. I think what I'll try and do is record another video, my apologies if I take a while to make that video, which kind of talks through this problem in a little bit more detail. I think there's quite a lot to this that you may not appreciate when you're doing it, and so therefore we'll just talk about the kind of easy approach just now, and then we'll go from there. When we're looking at measuring speeds in different reference frames, our starting point is always going to be this equation, which is u take v over 1 minus u over v c squared. So we're looking at the relativistic transformations in terms of speeds. Now, I think at this point, you could probably finish the video here, okay? Because we've got a case here where we've got some, I would say, silly answers, okay? If we're working from the bottom, 1.3c is never going to be an answer to this question because it exceeds the speed of light. And we are working in a relativistic framework where one of the postulates is that the speed of light is essentially the maximum speed which can be attained. So 1.33c is out, as is c. C is going to be a value which is basically unattainable. I think the best we could do is to approach 99.99999% of the speed of light. However, it's never going to be exactly c. And so therefore we're left with a or b, which is 0 or 0.80c. Again, one could argue whether that 0 is a valid answer. It's possible using this equation if you have u take away v being the same, u and v being the same. However, if we put in the numbers, we've got our u, which is the positive x direction, okay, at plus 0.5c, and then we've got a negative x direction minus 0.5c, and so therefore we've got two negatives on the top and bottom. We're going to go 0.5c plus 0.5c over 1 plus 0.5c squared, which is going to come out at 0.8c, which is why the answer here is B. Now, I have deliberately gone through this so quickly because I know that sometimes in multiple choice we're just kind of left with a decision. We don't have a lot of time to think about it. In my opinion, I think this question needs a lot more thinking about, which is why I'm kind of going to stop it there. If I have some time, I'll try and record a better video which explains with a few diagrams exactly what's going on here and why we use these values. However, if you're just going to go for, I hope, if you were just going to go for a calculation approach here, that seems sensible, and those tips I've given there about ruling out different answers hopefully make sense as well.